What's up everyone, it's your buddy Old Soul and today we're going to take a look into the very fun Painter's Quest in Look Outside game. But before we start, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button as I'm going to talk a lot more about my new favorite game, Look Outside. A heads up first, if no one else has joined your party yet, you're under-leveled for this quest and should find more people first. I suggest this guy whom you can find on the ground floor after opening the main gate, which is going to be my next video on how to do so. Okay, let's go for it. After wandering around in the first floor, you might come across this door. Inside, you face a man named Frederic. Frederic is a painter who drew a mysterious painting one day, and after looking at it, all of his other works came to life. He has drawn 9 of them, and they have escaped their canvases and want to replace the real Frederic. As a proof of his claim, he tells you to look inside the fridge as one of them is currently hiding there. Then he tasks you with finding and defeating all the 9 paintings and taking back his home. As you start wandering around and talk to the other paintings, you notice 2 things. First, except for these 2, the others are not aggressive at all and will leave you alone if you don't provoke them. Second, they all claim to be the real Frederic and that all the other ones are lying. Except for this guy, who says he is not the real Frederic and neither is the one in the living room. So basically among us with 9 impostors and 1 crew who can't seem to be found. Back in the workshop, you come across a locked door. The key is in the possession of this guy whom you won't be able to defeat just yet. You need another ingredient. On a quick and irrelevant side note, I like the fact that when you enter the workshop, you can't see anything at first because of how dark it is. And then after a few seconds your eyes get used to the darkness and some elements will slowly appear. Very genius. Okay, now how to approach them. First, you should fight and defeat at least one of the paintings. Not the minions, the paintings. I suggest the one in the fridge or the shadow Fred who are the weakest amongst them. Don't attack Tumor Fred yet. It can regenerate itself until later. After defeating the first painting, this sneaky fella will give you turpentine, which is a form of painting thinner. And that's basically their Achilles heel. Throw one at the painting and it's done for. And it will also stop Tumor Fred from regenerating itself. Now it's time to obtain the key. Go through this door, to this and enter this room. Do not pick this hat up and do not put it on your head. It's not a real hat. If you take a closer look, there are marks of green paint on it, which indicates it has been touched by a painting. If you wear it, the painting in the next room will take you hostage and forces you to kill the other paintings and the real Frederic who is imprisoned in the room at the workshop. Anyway, if you don't pick up the hat, the painting will attack you, and after defeating him and the hat in the previous room, which has now morphed into his true form, you get the key to the door where the real painter is locked behind. You find him faceless, as one of his paintings has stolen it from him. No need to mention which one, let's just go and take it from him. If you're under-leveled, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, he deforms and admits that he's not the real guy. Anyway, after defeating him, he drops the face he stole and you can give it back to the real Frederic. Now you might ask how to be sure if he is actually the real one or not. There's a hint suggesting that he is. If you refuse to defeat the other paintings when he asks you to, he will accept and says that some of them are not that bad, unlike the paintings who would ask you to defeat all the others. At the end of the quest, Frederic will tell you the truth about how he drew a painting of the visitor when it first became visible in the sky. And that was why all the paintings came alive. He tells you the location of that painting in the workshop, in the left corner of the northern wall, and you can cover it by a bag the living room Frederic gives you if you defeat enough paintings, or it'll drop if you defeat him first. The canvas can later be given to Jasper on the ground floor, assuming you have unlocked its door, which is going to be the subject of my next video. If you enjoyed, hit the like button and subscribe, and don't you dare go hollow.